And speaking about music, of course, if there was no music, if there were no bands, there would be no radio, there'd be no 98.9 The Drive, and we're very fortunate in town to have something called Joe's Mill in Kingston, and we're going to talk about that with Connie, who is here. We also got Jesse, who's a ukulele player, so good morning to both of you.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Talk about what Joe's Mill is for people who don't know. Who's Joe, or who was Joe,
Yes,
I guess, and
yes.
what the mill is.
Okay. Well, Joe Chitlin was a Kingston musician. He was an extraordinary bass player who unfortunately died of a peanut allergy in his early 30s. And some of the guys he used to hang around with, Wally High, and names are going to escape me here, but they said they had this conversation with Joe earlier about the privilege of playing music with other bands, and wouldn't it be great if everybody got to do this? And that was one of Joe's things. Wouldn't that be great if everyone got to do this? So he died. His parents donated his instruments, and a group of people said, we need to come up with this. So the mill stands for Musical Instrument Lending Library. And we have down there over 500 instruments to borrow for free. It's fantastic.
Wow.
Just like a regular library for books, this
Yes.
one is for instruments. So how does it work? And can anybody walk in there and...
Anybody can go in. Children under 16 must be accompanied by an adult. And Roger, our librarian, he will show people around, do an assessment of what maybe it's a child going into a program, the ukulele program. Maybe it's an adult who wants to see if they can still play after 20 years. And you just sign up. There's no charge. You borrow your instrument for a month, and that's it. You're good to go.
And good opportunity as well. If you're thinking about starting an instrument, but you don't know if you got what it takes, they can be kind of expensive. This gives you an opportunity to try it for a little bit, and if you like it, then maybe you can go out and buy one or do whatever from there.
Absolutely. We just had a couple of young lads at the Buskathon who each raised $40. They were playing instruments from Joe's Mill, guitars, and they both said to us, we could never afford this kind of instrument. So we really, we loaned out 2,300
And you got instruments like all kinds, from whatever to whatever, yeah.
You name it, we got it.
All right, cool.
So Joe's Mill has something new. Do you want to talk about the I Can Be Great music program?
Right. In January of 2012, the mill was approved for a United Way grant to introduce the experience of playing music to children who might otherwise not have the opportunity. Then we got some money from the Kingston Rotary Club, as well as a grant from Kingston. And we pooled that money and put together these sessions. In fact, fall registration's underway for the second session of 5 weeks of free ukulele lessons for children aged 8 to 11. Then we have 3 wonderful music teachers who teach the kids to play the uke.
And Jesse, you're one of those teachers, right? So maybe talk about, why it's important for kids to get involved in music. A lot of people think that maybe it's just a fun thing, but there's a lot more to it, right?
There is a lot more to it, and one of the best things about music is it teaches you to think outside of the box. And we've been noticing, at least, that a lot of the music programs in the schools and whatnot have been sort of slightly diminished over the years for one reason or another. And so one of our goals and the pillars of the program is to try to reintroduce that external education, if you will, in terms of music back to the kids and get them interested so that we can inspire the next generation to want to be musicians and rock us out.
So how has it been so far when you've been teaching these kids ukulele? What has the reaction been?
The reaction's good. It's a little chaotic. It's chaos in there with a bunch of 10 and 12-year-olds and 8-year-olds. But
Is it a hard instrument to learn?
Yeah.
No, any instrument to play well is going to be challenging to learn.
It can be frustrating at the beginning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the size of the instrument itself and the enthusiasm from the kids pretty much overcomes most of those barriers. And so in the end, I think that they're all very much enjoying it. And we're expanding the program now to include guitars and hand percussion and other kinds of instrumentation to try to engage them on different levels.
Perfect.
And he's got one here as well.
He has one
so
here.
I'm looking forward to hearing this. You're going to do a little treat for us. You're going to not so much give us a lesson, but just maybe pick up your uke and play and show maybe why it's cool. Because some people might say, well, why the ukulele? That seems like maybe a nerd instrument to learn.
Well, Jesse made a good point off air. He was saying, that Gautier tune That's got, a ukulele kind of sound to it, right?
It does have that feel to it, and the nice thing about the ukulele is anything that was written on a guitar or stringed instrument basically essentially translates onto the ukulele as well. It's a little bit different, but at the end of the day, if you're just sort of sitting there and playing along with the CD or the radio and whatnot, you can accomplish the same types of goals. And obviously, its compact size makes it ideal to sort of wander around or go camping or whatever it is. So you can kind of just take it anywhere you need to go.
Jesse's a big guy. He's actually got 5 ukuleles in his hand right now. So that's what we're gonna
Big hands.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, give us a taste.
Let's
We wanna
hear some of
music.
this.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Here's a little gautier. We'll try
All
it.
right,
I only
okay.
learned it yesterday.
Okay. Excellent.
It's the most interesting song ever. It's only 2-3 chords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you mind if we join you?
Yeah,
Can we
sure.
do a
Yeah, we're
little
gonna do
bit?
a big old jamboree
All right,
with the
here we go.
recorder
Yeah,
and the
don't-
kazoo.
You just get us started again.
Oh,
All right,
my
here we go.
goodness.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah!
Yeah, that was nice. Very
Yes.
nicely done. You see, ukulele's cool,
Yeah,
man.
look at
What a
that.
great opportunity for the kids to learn an instrument. And I guess there is the deadline today for this session here.
The deadline is today. We would extend it to the end of the week. I mean, we're trying to get where you can register online now. So we're trying to make it a little easier because people can go to the Boys and Girls Club or the Wally Elmer Youth Center, but we've also put it on our website. And just get your kids registered. And if there's too many for this session, we're going to have another session. It's
joesmill.org.
Yes,
right?
sir.
joesmill.org is the website. And we haven't mentioned, but on Bagot Street, in the basement there, right? The Boys and Girls Club is where you guys are located.
Yes.
And so come by, see them, rent an instrument, get yourself signed up if you have a child that fits that age. Learn the ukulele, get part of the community, and get creative learning an instrument. Thanks, guys, for coming in.
Thank you so much.